zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play to put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now they'll change things up. On second down, Jackson. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's midfield across the 45. Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Mahomes going to change things up. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, either way, they were getting the ball back.
Yeah, and it was 4th down. Don't you have to try and take a shot anyway instead of trying to ground it? That didn't work at all.
Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. He can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And now they'll elect to go for two and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room. They'll try and run it up the middle, but he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. Slot man moves right. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Mahomes to throw on second down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it down the right sideline. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Jackson throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they'll audible to something else. Behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham from 13 yards out. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really, it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, the field goal can still get you.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he goes out right around the 39. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. 3rd and 4. Now Patrick going to change the play. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on
in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Motion man right is Rice. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. 3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. In motion, the tight end. Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. And now an audible here into something else. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Gets this ball to his running back, Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Second and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Lamar changing the look. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. An audible here to get a new look. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing, Jackson. Quick slant, complete to OBJ. And he's going to get this inside the 30. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This is 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate.
Oh, my goodness! They were in field goal range, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Mahomes going to shift them around. Mahomes will throw.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here comes 2nd down. Mahomes to throw it. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's 1st down. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
One final try for Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.